Hey guys, so I have been having a lot of trouble with my huge TBRs lately. I have set myself this huge stack of books at the beginning of the month, and then halfway through the month I'm just overwhelmed and I don't want to read those books anymore, and I've been just staring at them the whole month and they've been guilt tripping me all month. So I decided that this is the perfect time to start something different and give it a try. I've seen a bunch of people on BookTube trying out the TBR jar, so I figured I'm just gonna give it a shot. I added all of the books that I own that I want to read. In this jar, there's about 180 books. And then in this one over here, I added about 125 books that the library has that I want to read, including several short story anthologies and just random other things that I don't own but I do want to read. So I am just going to pull one of each and focus on those books, and then as I finish those books, if I'm enjoying this process, just keep going with it. And if at any point it starts to become stressful or just not working for me, I'll just move on to something else. But I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. I hope so. So let's just do it. I'm going to just pick one book from here, and this is, okay. The first one I picked out of my own jar is A Child Called It by Dave Pelzer. And that one is right here. And this is a nonfiction memoir. I think it's a memoir about a severely neglected and abused child. And it's supposed to be really hard-hitting, and I have been avoiding it for a while, but maybe now is the perfect time to pick it up. So that is my first pick of what I own, and then I'm going to pick one out of the library jar because it sometimes takes a little while to get a hold of a library book. And this is an anthology, so this is Epic, Legends of Fantasy anthology by a whole bunch of people: George R.R. Martin, Ursula K. Le Guin, Orson Scott Card, Patrick Rothfuss, Robin Hobb. I'm really interested in reading more short stories, and especially since a lot of big-name authors that I know and love write short fiction, this is a perfect time to do that. So I am going to see if the library has this already, and if not, put it on hold. And meanwhile, start this. So, I just finished this. This was my TBR jar pick. A Child Called It by Dave Pelzer. This is a seriously fucked up book. And honestly, I'm not sure I'm happy I read it, because people are monsters, honestly. Anyone who could do this to a child is a monster. So that was a shitty book, but I'm not going to rate it because it is someone's memoir. It's not badly written. Don't get me wrong. It was well written. It's just the subject matter is incredibly hard to read about, and I just hope the next one is lighter, because that was insane. So I'm picking out another one because I need something else to read to get that off my mind. Oh, this makes me so sad it's not out yet. This is my sister Rosa. I think it comes out November 1st or November 11th. I don't know. Sometime in November. So I'm going to choose a different one. Yay! Harry Potter. It is unspecified, so I can read whichever one I want to, and this makes me so happy because this is like the best thing to get me out of a horrible mood, is to read some light Harry Potter. So I am going to read, number 3, which I started earlier last month. I've been trying to read this for a couple of months and haven't got very far. So Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I am on page 55. So I will be finishing this, and this will help me continue on my Harry Potter reread. So Yay! Quick update. I just finished Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and this has always been my favorite. I've read it so many times that it has fallen apart. And I haven't reread it in a really long time, and I'm really glad I got to it. Because I love so many elements about this one. That we have Quidditch, we still have the twins, and then we learn about Sirius and Lupin. It's a good one. And I'm going to be drawing another. And this one is... this is a children's novel, The Midwife's Apprentice. Let's see. So this is The Midwife's Apprentice by Cushman. And this has won awards. I don't know. I feel like I might have read this at some point in my life, but I don't really remember. So this will be good to get to. Anyways, that's my check-in. Bye. Alright, so I just finished The Midwife's Apprentice by Cushman. And this was cute, I guess. I feel like I've read this at some point in my life because it felt kind of familiar, but it's a story about a young girl who really didn't have a place in the world, and she finds a place with a mean, crotchety midwife who takes her as her apprentice. I don't know if I would recommend it, but I read it, so there's that. And I picked up Epic Legends of Fantasy, which is my library pick, which I have not started yet, but I intend to get into this anthology because I am very excited. There are a lot of big name authors in that. But I am going to pick again from my jar. Let's see. Percy Jackson. So, okay, so I have Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. I don't know. This is the first one. I read a few chapters with the kids earlier, and I thought it was okay. Apparently, I'm just pulling all the middle grade out of here, which is kind of frustrating, because I have a lot of books that I want to get to, and I didn't think I had put that many middle grade in here, but anyways, so these are what I'm working on now.